You're walking into a season of divine encounters. This is a very exciting season and time for you. You've been asking God about your kingdom spouse. You've been wondering, who is this mysterious person and will you be getting married? This is the first kingdom spouse word that God has ever given me, and I'm so honored to share this message because a lot of kingdom spouse words are not from God, but I actually got a revelation from God concerning your kingdom spouse. God said, this is your season for marriage. This is the season where you are going to experience what you never experienced before. You've watched everyone else be in love. You've watched everyone else and go to the next level. But God said this is your season where you're getting ready to go to the next level. And He's getting ready to reveal your kingdom spouse to you. If you want God to bless you with your kingdom spouse, God said you need to get in position. Meaning you need to be reading your word. You need to be praying, fasting, working on becoming a greater version of who you are right now. Because God is not going to give you your kingdom spouse if you're not in position to receive it. So if you're at the point of your life where you're ready to experience marriage, you're ready to experience the fullness of God and the promises of God, you have to prepare yourself for what you're asking for. I heard God say it's time for you to clean out your closet, clean out the things in your life that serves you no purpose, remove the people that's holding you back. I heard God say it's time for you to make room for the marriage. It's time for you to make room for the blessings. In Genesis chapter 2, verse 22, it says, Then the Lord God made a woman from the rib He had taken out of the man, and He brought her to the man. God is getting ready to bring you to your kingdom spouse. You ain't even gonna have to find him or her. Everything will happen so naturally and so smooth because this is a God ordained marriage. This is not an ordinary marriage. God is giving you this marriage for His glory. Both of you will do the works of God. Many of you and your kingdom spouses will have churches, businesses. You and your kingdom spouse will be traveling, doing the works of God. There was a story in the Bible about a woman named Ruth. She met her husband named Boaz working in the unknown field, picking up grains. She was doing her normal job, just serving. And Boaz spotted her. He was wondering, who was this beautiful woman working in his field? So Boaz walked over to Ruth and he told her to stay in the field. He told her, don't go nowhere else. And he had told all the men not to lay a hand on her. He told Ruth to go and get whatever she wanted. Boaz favored Ruth the day he spotted eyes on her. And Ruth couldn't understand why he favored her so much. So she asked Boaz, why do you favor me so much? See, you have been in so many broken relationships, failed relationships, and it has tampered with your trust. So it's hard for you to believe who is right for you and who's not. So God is saying to you today, friend, when He gives you your kingdom spouse, believe that this is the man or the woman who God has sent for you. Don't push them away by thinking negatively, thinking that they're out to harm you or break your heart, because you don't want to mess this up. And the devil wants to try so hard to destroy God ordained kingdom marriages. That's why it's so important to position yourself, position your mind, so that when this person come in your life, you won't second guess them. You won't treat them bad and push them away. Ruth didn't even have to go and search for Boaz. All she was doing was serving in the fields. She didn't even know that she was getting ready to meet her kingdom spouse. Ruth was in position to win. She was in position to receive. God said the moment when you get in position, the moment you will receive the person that he has for you. Boaz had his own field. He was a very successful, wealthy man, and he changed Ruth's life overnight just by encountering her. He favored her from day one. The person that God has for you is going to value you. They're going to be your helper. They're not going to give you the bare minimum how you've been treated before. God said he needs you to believe and have the faith that he will bring your kingdom spouse into union. Many of you have been giving up on marriage, but God said this is not the season where you want to give up on it. So get in the field, get back in position, because your Boaz, your Ruth is waiting on you.